I hate it when I can't sleep. I really hate it when I can't sleep. So, I can't sleep, so y'all about to hear my mouth. So, this is the witching hour. So the witching hour is the time in between 3 and 5 a.m. when the veil between the spirit realm and the physical world is the thinnest. And I get woke up quite frequently by the universe. Something always telling me something about something, or somebody did something and now I got to do something about something. Or I get these weird little messages, like this one that I'm about to give you. You know, shit, where did it go? Come on, man, you can't be snatching. You just literally told me. Now hold on. Hold on. Shit, what was I just thinking of? Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm such an airhead. Anyway, I was getting ready to talk about the challenges that you face when you become an awakened soul. Other than the crazy hair at 6 o'clock in the morning. She's probably looking rough as fuck. I don't care. I don't care. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm yelling loud as fuck. My roommate's probably going to wake up. When I'm going to wake up, I got 4 roommates. Yeah. Brokey. Anyway. You know, we experience a lot of challenges when we choose to wake up and start getting in line with our star player, and a lot of shit just looks weird. You'll never see it the same way again. You'll never see it the same way. Especially dating. I got divorced in January of this year, 2025. But my ex and I, we had been split up since March of last year. So 18, 19, almost 2 full years we've been split up. But I didn't really start my journey until a few months in from being separated from her. And yeah, it was just, when you see shit, it don't look right. It just don't. It don't look right. It don't feel right. It don't smell right. It don't taste right. And I mean that in a literal fashion, because it's like it throws all of your senses out of balance, and you have to adjust to that higher frequency, because your body, your senses literally become more refined. You actually, your visual acuity, your sense of touch. Like, bro, I can feel shit in between my fingerprints, like the ridges in my fingerprint. I can literally feel like my fingernail running across each ridge of my fingernail, like of my fingerprint, each ridge, individual ridges, just like that. I can feel all 400 of them. There's not really 400. There's probably one. I think it was about 60. You got about 60 ridges on the end of your, like just right in here in your fingertip. And then, you know, all your other ridges, like your finger you have an entire, your fingerprint is not just the tip of your finger. Your fingerprint is your entire finger. If you look close enough, you'll see that there are ridges all the way down your finger. Anyway, that's not the point. Actually, that is the point. Part of the point is that your senses become more heightened. So not only visually, but your smell, your taste. I don't want to say it's enhanced in the way that things taste and smell stronger. It's enhanced in the way that you can differentiate between certain smells and certain flavors better, more accurately. That's, yeah. And then you've got your visual shit where you just, not necessarily like, my vision isn't clearer. Like I can't see better. I process faster. I see details better. Not in a more clear fashion, like sort of eye exam wise, or the, I'm still going to need to wear glasses. But the way that my mind processes the information that my eyes are sending it is enhanced. When I say enhanced, that's what I mean. All of your senses will be enhanced in that fashion. Well, it could be different for you. I don't know. That's just me. I'm blind as a motherfucking bat. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to, I gotta wear them shits. I'm just taking them off because I've only been up. Sometimes I just walk around the house with my glasses off. It is what it is. So like when your senses are enhanced, your body responds in a different way to the enhanced, to the additional information that you're receiving. So yes, you're less likely to deal with the bullshit. You'll sense the preservatives in the food better. You'll notice things that are off, little visual inconsistencies, or just the details, anything. It's all enhanced. So like I spot makeup easier. My ears can pick up the subtle changes in the tone of your voice a lot better. So I know when you might be nervous about approaching me, or if you're slightly intimidated because you're not used to men approaching you. These are all subtle little cues that we pick up on. Excuse me. So yeah, it's really hard to date. Dating fucking sucks. I'm just going to keep it a buck. It is fucking horrible. How do y'all do it? Like I don't know. Like, bruh, not all the women I've met a very small handful, maybe with a couple fingers left over. I can't even give you a hand. I can't even give you a full hand. I'm not even going to lie. In the year and a half plus that I've been separated, I mean, yes, I did start talking to people before I got divorced. It is what it is. We're not stupid. It's 2025. People get with the program. But yeah, no, like I'm not going to sit here and say I wish I was still married, because I don't. I mean, me and my ex are on decent terms, but it's beside the point. No, but when you meet a woman and the first thing she asks you is, well, it was one of three questions. One of three questions I've been asked. The first one was financially related. The second one was, am I interested in marriage? Right off rip. That one I'm okay with. I'm okay with that one. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I would be not answering that. And the third one was, well, actually, the third one was, can I get an Apple Card? The thing about it is, I was with my ex for 21 years. We were to almost 21 years. I'm 48. It was 26 when we met. And I feel like once we split up, I went back. I went back to 26 years old. Just like weird. I don't want to say it's like I'm like erased the last, 20 years of my life. But the weird thing about it is I feel like I picked up where I left off in life. Period. I don't know if that's something that, that other people or have dealt with, but I literally feel like I picked up where I left off as far as my journey goes. But I'm just continuing it in a different path. I'm just continuing down a different path. And I feel like I'm coming across the same things that I would have encountered had I not gotten married or, had I not met my ex. I feel like I'm encountering the same types of women. Not like her, the types of women that I was dating, that I was finding before I met her. She was a little different. And in a good way, some good, some bad, but she was different, and that's what caught my attention, first of all. But my senses weren't as aware. They're not as like, I feel like I'm full throttle, wide fuck open, like all day, every day, twice on Sunday, 10 times on Christmas, which isn't a real holiday. But the thing is, I don't feel as strong and as confident. I'm not as aware, or I'm more aware. Like everything that I felt back then, and I was like on some super Leo type shit. If you know anybody that's a Leo, I was that Leo. And like to even push that up, to push that shit the fuck up. Like, nigga, I feel like way over 9,000. Way over 9,000. But you just see the bullshit so fucking soon. I was some chick slide in there and I was like, no. And it's hard to meet women out in public because you can't walk up to them no more. You can't just walk up to a woman anymore and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Woo, and just, break some bread with somebody and get to know them and learn about who they are as a person and figure out what it is about them that's interesting past their beauty. Some of y'all be fronting on, oh my God, don't even get me started. You woke me up for that. Yeah, I know, but they already know this. That's our dad. But yeah, like I don't really talk about dating a lot because I'm not going to say it's not a priority because, we're social creatures. Dating is part of our social habit. But I'm not going to settle for some fucking airhead. Jesus. No. And then you're using porn star pictures oh my God. Tighten up, ladies. Tighten the fuck up. Gee, oh my God. Are you like, I know we don't help. I know guys don't help. We need to tighten up too. We need to tighten up too, dudes. Just get your shit like, and I fall into the trap, because some of them hit you with the couple little good lines and like, oh, okay. I like what you talking about. I like what you talking about. Let me see. Ah, damn, that should ask me for money. It's just like, what are we doing, people? What are we doing as a society? What are we doing? This has got to stop. This has got to stop. Like, what in the fuck? And I mean that in all sincerity. I'm sincerely upset. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And it's laughable. It is laughable. It's pitiful, pathetic. The posturing, the fucking performance. Nobody's present. All the P's are being used improperly. Ugh. And this is what they want. This is exactly what they want. I ain't giving in no fucking governmental power structure. These fucking corporations can kiss my ass. And you say that. You say that. But you're sucking dick to get the lipstick that you got on your fucking lips. Running around here putting babies in all these ladies because you didn't feel adequate as a kid. Fuck is we talking about? Like, the fuck is we really talking about here? Sorry, not sorry. Not even sorry first sorry, just not sorry in general. There's a lot of beautiful things on this planet to live for. And we get caught up in our lower frequencies. And, you know, they have plans. They have plans. Well, like, maybe I'm part of the problem because I'm not shouting loud enough. God knows I can't fucking stop engaging a bunch of airheads all the fucking time. You know, like that's the thing though. That's when we engage in a cycle for so long, whether it's to our benefit or to our detriment. You know, I've heard certain psychological circles and certain talking heads, you know, from a mental health standpoint, and they talk about how you know, you take the length of the trauma and you double it. And that's the length of the healing process. Bitch, I gotta heal for 42 years? I'm 48 years old already. I'm not going to do it a third time. But you get my point. No, that's not. For some people, that might be true, but that's not entirely true. Yeah, it takes a lot of like. Yeah, I meet airheads, and they're really fucking hot, but they ain't about nothing. They ain't about shit. You know, I have met some that was really doing some cool shit. I ain't gonna lie. I've met a few that was on some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we was vibing, but for whatever reason, things just didn't play out the way that just didn't play out that way. You know, and I don't know why. I do know why I just thought of this. This is part of the whole fucking conversation. You know, when you're operating from a place of love and abundance and not lack and fear and anxiety, you know, not a scarcity mindset, you're going to attract a whole bunch of motherfuckers who need healing. You attract a whole bunch of fucking people who need healing. And, you know, it's flattering because you get a lot of attention, but it's frustrating because you get a lot of negative attention. No, you get positive attention from people who are negatively charged. And a lot of them, they don't even realize that they're doing it because it's on a subconscious level. It's unconscious, you know, and they don't understand what boundaries are. They don't understand how to respect boundaries. They everything's victim, you know, they're victim blaming, and it is what it is. When you start coming in tune with your star player, you attract a lot of unhealed people. So, you know, engage at your own risk. But no, like that's part of the test, is to see if you're healed, is to not just say, oh, well, I'm not even going to fucking, what's wrong with you? Nah, play around with it. Play around, have some fun. Have some fun. You'll never know what's going to happen until you actually talk to people. You know, like that's what I've been doing. I just been talking to people just to say, fuck it. Like, what you got to say? You never know. Like this, and that's the thing. I've come across a few women that at first didn't really seem like the type of woman I would be attracted to past her physical looks. And then you're like, okay, you get past those few first rough texts and you're like, oh, that actually makes sense. So I kind of, let's see where this goes. You know, so don't judge a book by its cover, but you got to read the room and you got to check the fucking energy. And when your intuition, when your gut says, no, hey, not in this house. Pay attention to that shit. And when it says, yo, no, don't stop. Why you walking away? What? Why back here? Talk to her. He over there. Talk to him, girl. You better go back, girl. Go talk to his ass. Don't be, even if you're scared, even if you're nervous, you know, that's the sexiest fucking thing in the world to a man. Whew, made me lose my breath. That's the sexiest fucking thing in the world to a man. Come over and you nervous as hell and you're like, hey, look, you know, I don't really do this, but like I have to, yo, zoom, all day, even if you look like Bill Bellamy, I still might holler at you. But look, you know, like that's the thing, you know, when you start getting aware and you notice things, sometimes it's easy to look at somebody and go, oh, no, I can't fuck with you. You got me triggered right now. And I ain't even said nothing. You ain't even said nothing to me. That's your opportunity. That's the opportunity God has given you to show patience. Give that person some grace because you know they unhealed. You know they unhealed. But the thing is, people can change. I did. I'm sure you're changing. If you're anything like me right now and you're watching this video and you've been following my journey for the last 6, 9, 12 months or however long I've been, I don't know, whatever, but space and grace Sometimes it's okay to give them both. My opinion, they go hand in hand. When you're giving somebody space, that's you giving them the grace to allow them to show them who they are, show you who they are. Excuse me. You know, is yes, people pee in the dating pool. There's poop in there. There's kids swimming around all in the deep end. Like, go get your fucking baby. People are trying to dive. Go get your fucking kids, man. Ain't no lifeguard in the deep end. You already know that. You got your fucking kids over there. Come on, sis. Do better. Do better. And my guy, my man's in them. I don't even know why I'm about to say this, but it's okay to simp as long as you understand the arrangement. It ain't necessarily tricking if you got it, but it's tricking if you're okay with it. Say, you just told me to say that. That's why you just told me to. Do I need to write it down and have you edit? Like, it's literally coming out of. Write it down next time. Don't you hate it when you always got your parents looking over your shoulder? I don't. My dad's awesome. So is my mom. We all make choices in life. And like that Two of Cups that's come up 2 days straight, you know, you have to be careful in choosing who you love. You can't choose who loves you, but you can choose what comes up on the other side of the coin every day. And when you're leading with love and your discernment is wide open and you're paying attention to what the universe is showing you, it's easy to navigate that. It's real easy to protect yourself and be able to have happy and healthy relationships. But it has to be firmly rooted in God. That's the only way it's going to work out, folks. You know? So keep on swimming. It's okay. We're going to have to spit out a little water, you know. But use the buddy system when you're swimming. And the lifeguards are usually drunk, so you're on your own. You're on your own. Anyway, I am so good. I'm up now, so it is what it is. Read the Nag Hammadi scriptures. It's the Ethiopian Bible. It contains 88 original books. The King James Version only has 66. That's not for comparison. That's for clarity. I'm going to pick my version. I'm going to pick mine up. I'm going to read a little bit and I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Anyway, I hope this message finds you in good health and good spirits. It's your boy Shifu with the crazy hair. Holla at me when you see me. I'll talk to you soon.